Oh, I got the 18, Vincent and Reagan. All right, Mr. Perry, you have two cases. And I'm looking forward to hearing the argument on both of these. Well, one and more so in particular. This is case number 250-553-2201, Pearson Michigan versus Mari Perry, and case number 250-553-1901, Pearson Michigan versus Mari Perry. Appearances, please.
Thank you, magistrates. And again, good afternoon. Steve Vincent for the people, P71917.
Judge, good afternoon. May it please the court, for Reagan on behalf of Mr. Perry. At the moment, he waived the formal reading stand mute. He's been advised of his rights.
Court will not get to you on behalf of Mr. Perry on both matters. Bond recommendation. Let's start with the CCW case, Mr. Vincent, and then we'll go forward to the AWIM case, okay?
Okay, you got it, magistrate. Regarding the 2 counts of CCW, the last 4 digits of that case, 5319, we're going to be asking for a $25,000 cash surety. We're going to also be asking for a tether. The reason why we're asking for the cash.
No, I get it. The 2 cases are kind of. I get it. You don't have to go into any further detail. I really want to hear argument on the AWIM case more so than CCW.
Okay, just that CCW, very alarming with him pointing the gun at a DPD police vehicle being filmed, saying we don't give a fuck about them. That's
I know it's been on social media.
Yeah, that's alarming. And then he had the audacity to actually turn the video to his face so he could be identified. So that's the reason for the cash on the CCW.
Right. And that, like I said, that's gone viral and made the rounds of social media. Yeah. All right. On the AWIM charge, what is your bond recommendation? And I want more time on this one than the CCW, but go ahead.
No, I understand. I appreciate that. On this one, we're going to be asking for $500,000 cash surety. We're going to be asking for a tether house arrest. Allegedly, in this particular incident, the defendant had to get him before him, being the gunshot victim, ended up getting the defendant. And that's exactly what the defendant did. And those are the defendant's words. Those aren't even my words, that he had to go and get him before him, gunshot victim, ended up getting the defendant. And based on that, Judge, we have video of this defendant allegedly, of all places, at a gas station, opening fire on an individual, striking that individual. And then subsequent to the shooting, we apparently have this defendant making a rap song. I mean, he loves his social media because he put a rap song out there, apparently about this whole incident, rapping about what he did. So we have the video, we have the rap song, and let's get to the admission where this defendant admitted to police to shooting this individual because he had to get him before he got the defendant.
Okay.
Now,
point taken, Judge. Point taken, Mr. Vincent.
This is retaliation. The reason why I'm asking for additional, you know how I usually am with these, but this is an ongoing issue. This is dangerous. So that's why we're asking for $500,000. I'm sorry to be exhaustive. I apologize.
No. You're covering all your bases. Mr. Reagan.
Judge, it's a song. It's free speech. It is a song. Nobody saw Mr. Perry at a gas station. Well, let's go back first of all. You got a CCW charge, Judge, that was on January 1st that they probably wouldn't even charge because they don't even know if that was a gun or whatever that was in the video. They wouldn't even charge it. It wasn't even signed until January 17th. All right, so they didn't even believe in charging that CCW. So let's talk about that first. And let's talk about the so-called video, Judge. People make videos every day. Now, I understand the police, want to try to tie certain things in, Judge. And they want to try to tie clothing in and do certain things of that nature. But Judge, you got interviews initially from the complainants that said, we're not even going to even talk about this. They were so uncooperative. They didn't want to talk about it, Judge. This is a video, Judge. And to really sit up here and say that Mr. Perry went into a station and said, oh, yes, I did this crime. I committed this crime. I want to see how long before this statement gets thrown out or suppressed at the exam, because I don't believe it happened. Right. I just don't. And I think this is
I know you don't.
Nobody can put Mr. Perry at this scene. This is all speculation, Judge, through a video, because he made a video. He could have heard information from somebody else. Somebody could have said something. Doesn't mean he was involved in any way, shape, or form in what actually happened, Judge, at all. It's a video, Judge. That's all it was. And they're trying to use that to say that
30 seconds, Mr. Reagan. 30 seconds.
Judge, I think I made my point. It's a video. Nobody puts him at the scene. You have maybe similar clothing. All the police want to say is that he came in and confessed to this. So now, and I just don't believe it happened that way, Judge. I just don't, And again, you can't tie him to the scene, Judge. Nothing tied him to the scene. Nobody says that was him that shot me. Even the complaints are not saying he was the one that shot me. Because, Judge, it's, again, a video. That's all it was.
Okay. Mr. Vincent said that was the one who shot him. But anyway, somebody said it's Mr. Vincent. All right, I've heard arguments in both cases, gentlemen. With respect to the carrying a concealed weapon charge, I am going to give Mr. Perry a $100,000 personal bond in this matter. He's not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Probable cause January 24th in front of Judge Kevin Robbins, preliminary examination January 31st in front of Judge Jefferson. Now with the AWIM case, I wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Vincent. That the allegations, the danger to the community, the admissions, taking all that into account, I find that Mr. Perry is a danger to the community. So his bond would be $500,000 cash surety. He's not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. He's not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses, Jiden Johnson, Kelvin Lassiter. He's able to post bond, GPS tether, house arrest. Bond redetermination hearing will be Tuesday, January 21st, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConaughey. Calls January 24th in front of Judge Jefferson. And preliminary examination January 31st in front of Judge Jefferson. So on January 24th, sir, you got to be in two courtrooms, Judge Robbins and Judge Jefferson. On January 31st, you have to be in one courtroom. That's just Judge Jefferson. Both of you all, as always, would make good arguments. I was looking forward to hearing this. And anything else either counsel wants to put on the record for either case?
Just briefly, Judge, I just want to get some clarity. So you're saying that in the AWIM case, you believe Mr. Perry is a threat or a danger because of the confession or because of the way the police tried to
all of the above. All the points Mr. Vincent made were very, very persuasive for me. Now, the carrying concealed weapon, Mr. Reagan, your argument was very, very persuasive. Well, Judge, because the video was social media. We don't even know if they were real guns or not, and so on and so forth. An argument could be made for that. So both of you all were very, very persuasive in both cases in different ways.
Judge, I have much respect for this court. You know that, and I'm not trying to belabor the point, but they,
I hear a butt coming.
But they're putting together Instagrams and they're trying to figure stuff out.
Sir, Mr. Reagan, I treated both cases separately on its own merits. If I had listened to Mr. Vincent on the CCW case, he would have had a cash bond on that.
Judge, I'm just asking you to look at the totality of everything in terms of.
I did, Mr. Reagan.
And I just don't.
And that's why you got.
I just don't think you have anybody. You don't have a victim that says he shot me. You don't have a video that says it was him shooting. Okay. All of this is speculation.
Mr. Reagan. Mr. Reagan. Okay. Mr. Reagan.
Okay.
Are you gonna give me some Tylenol? I didn't have the docket.
Absolutely not.
Can I respond, or should I just defer?
No. Don't dig a hole deeper than you should be. All Step aside.
I did have so much, but I'll
I know. Just hold it. We're coming down to the stretch.
You got it.
But seriously though, for both of you all, very, very good argument in both cases. And I was looking forward to hearing your arguments.
I just don't want to give you a headache. That's all. I mean, that's my goal for the rest of it.
What's your name, sir?
Jimmy Clark.
Peace of Michigan versus Brian Johnson. Appearances, please.
Thank you, magistrates. Once again, Steve Vincent for the people, P71917.
Your Honor, may I please support Philip Reagan on behalf of Brian Stephen Johnson, waive the reading, stand mute. He's been advised of his rights.
Court order not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Bond recommendation, Mr. Vincent.
Judge, before I start, we're not going to get an add-on, are we, for the defendant's A and B case that there's a warrant out for reflected in the ROA? Is that something that's going to be added on?
No.
Okay.
Carry on, good soldier.
All right, charged as an FA as well as 2 counts of A and B. We are going to be asking for monitorization. I'm not going to object to a personal, but apparently this is a pattern, because there is an assault and battery case that took place about 2 weeks prior having to do with these types of allegations. And that was only after a report was made by mom for this defendant not to come back to the house. So he came back to the house for the A and B, and now we have an FA, and he's throwing bricks, and he's throwing haymakers, and he's pushing people down, and he's hurting people, and he continues to do it. So we would just be asking for monitorization.
Reagan, argument as the time as to tether.
Why you should not put a tether on?
Yeah, why should I not?
Yes, because he's
You have
gonna
an answer for that?
Yeah, because he's gonna do what you tell him to do when you say have no contact. He has no,
you know how many people told me that?
and they've done it. I know how a lot of people have told you that, and they have stuck to their word. And Mr. Johnson's gonna be one of those people, Judge. This is a situation. He's 20. I don't see anything, and I apologize. Mr. Vincent did say I think it was something outstanding. But I don't see any convictions, Judge. He does have some medical issues he's dealing with, young man. But there's a lot. The complainant is his older sister, Judge, and his younger sister, I guess. So, it's a family situation. They're trying to put him out the house.
That's it.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Johnson, you want a cash bond? You want $100,000 cash bond?
Yeah, no, he doesn't want that, Judge. They're
I'm
trying to
asking him. You want to interrupt now? Do you want $100,000 cash bond? Shut up. Go ahead, Mr. Reagan.
Yeah, this is, and they feel like this is a way to get him out of the house, Judge, and they want him out, for whatever reason. But again, no convictions to my knowledge.
Okay.
Obviously, he's going to have to stay somewhere else, Judge.
Okay, $100,000, $20,000 personal bond, GPS tether. You cannot possess any handguns, firearms, other dangerous weapons. No contact. Probable cause, January 28th. Preliminary examination, February 3rd. Step aside, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that concludes the docket.
You guys have a great weekend. All right, always a pleasure.
Okay, you too.